Are you looking for a raid farm that does not require a pillager outpost? My name is Xpen and this may be the tutorial for you. This design is for players who don't have a pillager outpost nearby, or for those who don't want to tear down the pillager outpost. Quick notes before you waste your time on a tutorial that you don't need. This farm was tested in Minecraft Java version 1.14 and 1.15. It requires building over an isolated island in the middle of an ocean. To trigger a raid, you have to get bad omen from pillager patrols or from an outpost. And you have to set fire spread, fire take off. If you're okay with that, then let's get started. First, find an isolated island to build your farm on. There should be no solid blocks above water in a 130 block radius around your intended spot. You may have to clear surrounding islands to build this farm. If you can't find a nearby isolated island, you may still build this over ocean, but it will be more challenging as you'll have to build underwater supporting structures. Clear the island of any solid blocks above water. Build a 15 by 11 square. You may have noticed I didn't provide a material list. That is because you may have to use more materials depending on your world. Here is a list of materials needed. For the sake of the tutorial, I'll be using different blocks and patterns for you to easily visualize parts of the build. Remove the water inside the box and fill the box with any solid block of choice, leaving a gap at one end of the 15 block side. This gap will be the back of your farm. Dig a 2 blocks deep, 1 block wide drop area here. The central 3 blocks will be your drop to the kill chamber. Dig 10 blocks down, observing general Minecraft safety rules when digging. Your drop hole should be 3 blocks wide. Create a small space for your first villager here. Place a bed and any workstation. Also, keep his area well lit. Place water at the bottom of the drop to prevent fall damage later in this build. Prepare this side of the box for villager transport. Use any method that will work for you. I made a simple fence gate enclosure on top of the drop hole. Get your villager and drop him inside your drop hole. Close off his box. We won't be seeing him for a long time. Dig down another 12 blocks. Build another small area for another villager here. You may also want to make it bigger to accommodate more villagers if you intend to trade with them. Get your second villager and drop him in the prepared area. Provide them with beds, workstations, and lights. Close off this area. In my actual farm, I made a village with farmland at the bottom. This part of the build is up to your own creativity, but don't build off far from the farm center. Keep it small because you don't want the raid mob pathfinding to get messed up. Dig another hole with ladders to your kill chamber. This part of the build also depends on how you want to access your farm. The kill chamber is pretty easy. Hoppers pointing to a couple of chests. Cover the hoppers with slabs. Protect yourself by placing blocks in front of the kill chamber and allow only a half block gap for you to reach the mobs with your sword. Placing a bell would be great if you have one. Let's continue building the top of the farm. Remove the structures you built to drop the villagers in their cells below. Place 3 fence gates in open position at the drop hole and place water sources on both ends of this drop area. Add 3 blocks high wall on this side. Add the corners as shown. Put 2 rows of fence gates in this manner. Note that these fence gates are not on top of each other. Place 2 lava buckets behind the upper row of fence gates, making sure the lava spreads up to both ends. You may opt to do this last if you don't want a fire hazard in case you accidentally fall into it. Keep the fence gates closed for now for additional safety measures. Build a 9x5 platform on top of the wall, centered with the farm and the long edge aligned with the side wall. This part of the design is by Pixlriffs. Link to his videos in the description. All credits to him for this platform. Place half slabs to cover the lava below. Put fences around the back and sides. I placed 1 fence gate for access on one side. Place fence gates every other block. The same arrangement of fence gates on the open edge of the platform. Remove the temporary blocks. Place water using buckets or ice in the allotted spaces. If you follow this correctly, water will flow straight off the platform without mixing with the other water flows. Carefully place glass panes at the open edge, level with the platform. Add another row of fence gates like this. Make sure the fence gates are all in open position except for the 2 at the ends. Let's build the front wall. This is to prevent the raid mobs from spilling outside the farm due to entity collision. You don't have to make this out of glass, but make sure the top blocks are non-spawnable blocks. This front wall has to be at least 1 block higher than the fences. Don't forget to open all these fence gates. Place water sources on this side of the platform. I'll use ice and break them with my pickaxe. That's the build finished. Tested if it works, and I did finish 1 whole raid successfully. Go watch a full raid and how this whole setup works in another video. This has been Xpen, and enjoy farming the pillagers.